انت طفيته يا ربيع. يا اسكت.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعين به ونستهديه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فهو المهتد ومن يضلل فلن تجد له وليا مرشدا والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الخلق أجمعين سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين حبيب رب العالمين سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد، أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. إن يمسسكم قرح فقد مس القوم قرح مثله وتلك الأيام نداولها بين الناس وليعلم الله الذين آمنوا ويتخذ منكم شهداء والله لا يحب الظالمين. These ayat are important for us to understand, learn, memorize, live, love, practice, and teach to our children and families that will help us understand what is going on and what has been going on and what will be continued going on. This ayat teaches us, among a lot of other ayat, the core of life. It starts by, if you have pain, tranquility, if you have calamity, if you have good times or bad times. Here we're talking about bad times. We're talking about pain. We're talking about tragedy. We're talking about casualties. We're talking about death. Allah Azza wa Jal knows. He created us and He knows what's going to happen till Yawm al-Qiyamah and after Yawm al-Qiyamah. So Allah is telling you and me, if ever you have gone through pain and challenges and losses, it's been this way since ever, and others have gone through similar pain, casualties, and tragedies. Now the others could be the enemies, could be the other party, could be the people before us, and will surely be the people after us. Every nation will go through pain and tragedy and challenges. And Allah is explaining why this is the case. It's the sunnah of dunya. وَتِلْكَ الْأَيَّامُ نُدَاوِلُهَا بَيْنَ النَّاسِ. These days, and the meaning is not just days as a day and night. These cases, these incidences are going to be repeated, going to be exchanged between people and nation. Today you're a winner, tomorrow you're a loser. Today you're in good time, tomorrow you're in bad time, and then good time comes back. It's the sunnah of al-kawn. So we will not feel it's the end of the world. No, this is how it should be from the beginning of the khaliqah, the creation of Allah Azza wa Jal. But why Allah, this is the sunnah, Allah explains in the next couple of phrases, وَلِيَعْلَمَ اللَّهُ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا. Now this is where we should focus. The tragedy that we live in right now has one purpose and one reason only. So Allah would know the real mu'mins, the real Muslims, the true believers of Allah Azza wa Jal. So every tragedy, every challenge you go through, it is a test. And it's up to you, it's up to me, it's up to us to pass this test and prove and purify our iman and elevate the status of faith that we claim to have. So it's a purification, and we all know that when you purify anything, like when you purify gold, when you take gold out of the rocks of gold, you have to put a lot of heat, tremendous amount of heat, thousands of degrees of heat, so you can take this gold out of that big rock or stone and purify it. And you want to purify your life, you have to go through challenges and pass these challenges according to the sunnah of Allah Azza wa Jal. And Allah is telling us we are going to have shuhada, we are going to have casualties, we're going to have people, loved ones that are going to die. If they die for the sake of Allah Azza wa Jal, believing in Him and practicing His faith on His path, Allah named them shuhada. وَيَتَّخِذَ مِنْكُمْ شُهَدَاء. And then what did Allah end this ayah with? وَاللَّهُ لَا يُحِبُّ الظَّالِمِينَ. And that's an amazing closer for the ayah. Through these challenges, don't worry. It doesn't mean if Allah have tested you with challenges that the oppressor will get away with it. Allah, إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يُحِبُّ الظَّالِمِينَ. Allah does not like the oppressor. Allah actually hates the oppressor. And Allah the Almighty that owns hell and heaven, the dunya and akhirah, the creator of everything, when He hates someone, for sure that someone is in big trouble with Allah Azza wa Jal. In dunya and akhirah. In dunya and akhirah. So, our first point for today, and my khutbah today is just 7-8 minutes because of the Asr time. I have to wrap it up fast. The first thing is, what's going on now, it's not new, and it will not end here. It is a test that all of us have to realize. We have to accept this test as a general acceptance of all kinds of tests from Allah Azza wa Jal. And we have to accept it because we are mu'mins, and we should not give up on our faith, on our deen. And our stance should be to know that this test is to purify us and purify those who are tested. And we have to pass this exam by upholding still on our manners, ethics, deen, akhlaq, and perform what Allah Azza wa Jal asks us to perform. And hold even tighter to the way, the path of Allah, and neglect the things that takes us away from the path of Allah Azza wa Jal. We have to focus, brothers and sisters. Whoever died, he went to a better place, inshaAllah. May Allah accept them shuhada. Few hours ago, 300 plus individuals left their building, fleeing from North Gaza to South Gaza escaping death because they were warned and they were told they're going to be given a safe path out. And in the middle of the way, they were targeted and 70 were killed, 200 plus were injured. No one can escape death. Did they die before their time? No, they died when their time came. But the oppressor will face consequences from Allah Azza wa Jal in dunya and akhirah. We have to believe in that. It might not be today, it might not be tomorrow. Sometimes it could be the oppressor will pay the price maybe after we leave this world. But surely, Inna Allah la yuhibbu al-zalimin. Allah hates oppressors. So please don't be one of those oppressors. Do not add pressure to the people around you. Do not give up. Make the proper dua and make sure you make the proper stance in this situation. United Nations, the UNRWA, the World Health Organization, all reports shows the type of oppression people in Gaza, people in Palestine are facing. No army in the world, no country in the world have ever done this, even in wars, cutting electricity, cutting internet, cutting water, cutting medical aid, cutting food, on a whole nation of 2.3 million people living in an open jail. That have never happened before. No safe place. No schools are not safe. Hospitals are not safe. Ambulances are not safe. People don't know where to run to. I'm talking pure humanitarian here. I'm not talking politics. I'm not talking group X, Y, or Z. This is not the place for this discussion. I'm talking we as Muslims, Canadian, humans, we should not tolerate this. We should do what we can to stop this. And that's my second point. So my first point is this will make us better mu'mins and stronger Muslims because we know this is a test from Allah Azza wa Jal to purify us. The second point is what can we do about it? All of us can do dua. Must do dua in every sujood. Because dua, prayers, is one of the most powerful tool that Allah kept on telling us about. And Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam never had a day or a minute without dua and dhikr. Second, right now as Muslims, as humans living in Canada, we have to help financially to the maximum. Maximize your budget with donation. Today we have Hands for Charity, a very reputable, honest, amazing organization founded in Canada a few years ago, based in Montreal. They have been working with refugees years ago and until today in Palestine, in Lebanon, in Jordan, and in many other, in Turkey, in Syria. Today, all of their work will go to Gaza as a medical aid, water supplies, food, and gas. And they do have people on the ground, so don't worry. You want to check them out? Go check them out. We did our part. We did check them out as a masjid, and we trust them. And I know they do what they say they do. This is second thing. Do not leave today this masjid without competing, because everyone is responsible in front of Allah Azza wa Jal to take action in these crises. The third, and I'll finish with this. We have democracy according to the Canadian government. We have access to media, social media. We have access to our MPs by emails, to school boards, to unions. You need to speak out. Some of us would say, we did speak out, nobody listens. Maybe nobody listens, but Allah listens. You do your action and don't worry about results. Khudu bil asbab. That's what Allah is asking us for. You're not responsible for the results. But you have to take the steps that you can. Educating your children, listening to news, sending out the truth. Because the truth is there, but not everybody sees it. But we have to be smart. The battle is not going through debates and going through challenges and pointing fingers at others. No, this is not the time or place for it. Here we are minority in number, and we are Canadian we should know our rights, and our rights is to make peaceful demonstration anywhere you want, anytime you want. You can write letters and tell them this is oppression. The United Nations doesn't allow this. Humanitarian aid should go into Gaza. This war should stop. Killing of civilians should stop immediately. And we are against killing children, against killing women. This is our Islam. We are proud of our Islam, and there's nothing to hide it. And any Muslim who says, I'm with the killing of children, he is not a Muslim. Because Muhammad ﷺ made it straight. And alhamdulillah, we are sure that no Muslim has intentionally killed any child or a woman. So this is what we should do, brothers and sisters. Hold to your iman, number one. Two, give the best you can to support the humanitarian aid. Number three, talk to media, talk to MPs, talk to the schools, stand for what's right in a smart way. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم فيا فوز المستغفرين فاستغفر الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم اغفر لنا وارحمنا. اللهم اغفر لنا وارحمنا. اللهم اغفر لنا وارحمنا. اللهم اهدنا واهد بنا واجعلنا هداة المهديين. اللهم يا رب العالمين نسألك باسمك الأعظم الذي إذا سئلت به أعطيت وأجبت أن ترفع الغمة عن الأمة، أن ترفع الغمة عن الأمة. اللهم اهدنا، اللهم اهدنا، اللهم أغث أهالينا في كل مكان، في سوريا وفي لبنان وفي فلسطين وفي أفغانستان وفي كل مكان يظلم فيها العبد. اللهم يا رب العالمين، اللهم يا رب العالمين، اللهم اشف جرحاهم، اللهم اشف جرحاهم، اللهم اشف جرحاهم، اللهم أعنهم على فقرهم، اللهم أوقف فيهم القتل يا رب العالمين، اللهم أنقذ أهل غزة مما هم فيه، اللهم كن على ظالمهم يا رب العالمين، اللهم قف مع مظلوميهم يا رب العالمين، اللهم اجعلنا يا رب العالمين ممن يستمع القول فيتبع أحسنه، اللهم استخدمنا ولا تستبدلنا، اللهم اجعلنا ممن ينفق في سبيلك بلا حساب يا رب العالمين، اللهم تقبل منا أعمالنا واغفر لنا تقصيرنا واغفر لنا يا رب العالمين، اللهم انقذ هذه الأسر المسكينة، اللهم انقذ هؤلاء الأيتام، اللهم انقذ فلسطين والمسجد الأقصى مما هم فيه، اللهم يا رب العالمين اجعلنا من الهادين المهتدين لا الضالين ولا المضلين، واجمعنا مع حبيب رب العالمين محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم في الفردوس الأعلى من غير سابقة عذاب ولا حساب. وأنت يا أخي أقم الصلاة.
الله أكبر الله أكبر، أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله، أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله، حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح.